not live, are you? Okay, Bradner is not in the roster apparently. Yeah, for the league. I don't know if he's live. Okay, thank you.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Good Tuesday evening, race fans. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network, and live coverage of the Timber Creek Homes Stock Car Series Digital Sim Racing League, presented by BeefOBradys O'Reilly Auto Parts class cars. The new O'Reilly Auto Parts class cars for NASCAR. These guys going to do it virtually for you tonight from Autoclub Speedway. 24 drivers have checked in for action tonight. I don't know if any of you were here for last night, but if you were, you saw a fantastic season opener for the trucks. We expect to see the same here tonight. That guy right there in the 36 picked up the season opening win in his rookie debut in the series. He led about the last 43 laps of that race and took it to victory lane. And he is back to see what he can do. One class up. A little more horsepower. A lot more stock car-ish than a truck. Driver tonight that will not be in his standard 21. If you tuned in to watch Garrett Boyd race, you're going to have to see him tonight in that beautiful Timber Creek Homes of Southwest Florida, number 94. He'll be back in his standard number 21 next week, I promise. But the driver of the 94 car spending the week at Daytona International Speedway for the Rolex 24 and could not be in attendance tonight, but got to give the sponsor the love. And so we picked another driver that we think can perform well and put him in that race car. He's out there. He's cutting laps by himself. Some of these fast guys are doing some drafting laps. There's the 7 of Austin DeMore. These guys have 12 races on the schedule. The way it works for them, they only get a half full fuel tank every time they fill up. They get 9.4 gallons. The set of tires that they qualify on is the set that they are forced to start the race on. At this track, you're going to be 20 to 22 laps on fuel, but they only get 2 spare sets, and this race is 80 laps. So, picking your spots when you're actually going to change tires and picking spots when you're going to ride it out, just go get fuel and come back out, is going to be a strategy for these guys. We saw green flag pit stops twice in the race last night. I expect to see the same here tonight. It's going to be a fun one for sure. The guys will qualify. Week 1, everybody gets to qualify or stay where they qualify. If you qualify 15th, you start 15th. If you qualify 5th, you start 5th. But after week 1, the top 5 in series points, no matter where they qualify, they move to the back. And they will start in the last 5 starting positions for that particular race. I was looking for a car. I already saw him, Seth Wansing. I don't know where. Oh, Seth is on. Man, there was a car that oh, there it is, the 99 of Shane Yost. I just wanted to get a good look. That car was very copper colored when I saw it a minute ago. Looks good though. Key Steel and Michael Larch. I like that 48 car. That's a good looking ride. Hello, Jennifer. I'm sorry that the Mike is not here. He had a wrestling thing or something that he was forced to attend. So that's disappointing. But a couple of his teammates are here. Adam and Austin are both here. So our good buddy, Mr. T-Brand, Thomas Brandner, the 24th driver in the server, car number 24. He will be carrying the BeefOBradys colors tonight. Or actually, every week. Formidable opponent down that track. Very good driver. Very smart driver. Casey Graves ran second to his teammate last night. He led the first about 14 laps, and then, my understanding is that he used to, and he still has some obligations to that federation, and so he has to do some events every once in a while where he has to be in attendance. I don't think he actually wrestles anymore, but I think he makes appearances, and maybe he works the show a little bit or something. But I didn't try to get too in depth with him about it. I just really kind of wanted to know what it was all about, and I got the basic gist of it. So he'll be back. He'll be back next week. He ran last night in the trucks, had a rough pit stop, and it hurt him. And he was looking forward to this race. He tried to change to Thursday night, but do the show with him on Thursday, but they would not allow him to change his night. So, and we know Father Time. Father Time is down in Florida. You got to go to Florida and find the Fountain of Youth every once in a while. And that's what Reed Rundle is doing. He was getting all wrinkly, kind of starting to look like a Shar-Pei. So he had to go get some therapy down in Florida. Hope he's watching too. Dylan Herman, you ought to be out here, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say much. Practice session about to come to an end. These guys will then qualify. We'll have a quick driver's meeting, and we will get ready for something that I've been excited for a while now. DSRL with the B cars on the pavement, making it happen. Man, 24 of them. I love it. I'm loving every second of it. Good car count. Looks like we got some very quick drivers. We had a practice race last Tuesday night here. I want to say there was 12, 14 of us. We had a couple of guys that weren't part of the league that came in and ran with us too. But the racing was phenomenal. Some guys figured out part of the strategies and some other stuff, and figured out how the tires are going to wear. So it was a great session, and we got a lot of fun racing in. So I'm really looking forward to this. We're ready for qualifying. These guys are getting ready to roll out. We caught Casey Graves coming out. We'll watch his first lap here. All good, man. All good. I do know, 20 to 22 laps on fuel. Might have been 24. Either way, the tires actually will hold up a lot longer if you're very careful with them about the first 5 laps of every run. And if you've got your car set up right, it's pretty loose on the early run. It'll tighten up as it goes when the tires heat up. So let's get down here. We didn't get to see him during the warm-up session, but the 5 car, Seth Lansing, he had a good run, made a nice recovery last night. Adam Vinny getting out on the racetrack. A lot of guys are out already. Larry Moody. Oh, thought he was going to roll out. Looks like he's just at the end of pit road right now. But first lap for Casey Graves. He should be the first to time in, and he is. 39.642. Just edges out Shane Yost. Doyle Lawrence, a little bit off of that. He's at a 40.12. Austin Moore, 39.46, sets the new time. And then Garrett Boyd in that 94 car. Times in right behind him, nipping at his heels, actually. New quick time. Michael Larch, 39.44 instead of a 45. Wansing up to third quick. We're going to go watch Adam Vinny because he's about to put his first lap down, but I want to watch the end of the second lap and see where Boyd times in. as Adam Vinny streaks across the line. Boyd did not improve on lap number 2. Adam Vinny, 5th quick. 39.50. And he's one and done. He shuts it down the back stretch. Larry Moody is on track. Out here in that black number 73 Fitz Automotive machine. And then we're going to go watch the 15 of Victor Pfluger. His first lap, 10th quick. Larry Moody timed across 15th quick. Pfluger right out by the wall. Kobe Stidham, 6th quick officially. Easy for me to say. Here comes Pfluger out of 4. Oh, bumped the fence. No time for Pfluger. As Larry Moody will put his second lap in, and he moves up to 13th quick. Austin Semmelman on his first of 2. He is the last car to go take time, I think. It looks like Wenzel and Cooper. And my understanding is that Cooper is notorious for not qualifying and racing his way through the field. So we'll keep an eye on the 35 machine of Nick Cooper. First time around, Austin Semmelman, 40.74. We'll see what he does on his second lap. We know we used to see Austin Semmelman on the Dirt Racing Network a lot. He is a pretty decent little sprint car driver. Me personally, probably the 5th Tuesday of next week. I might try the Thursday night deal with the guys over at Midwest, but it's not streamed. 39.93 officially for Austin Semmelman, makes him 15th quick overall. Wenzel and Cooper, no qualifying attempts, and that should take us to the end of qualifying. All that's left now is to put all 24 drivers out here and get them ready for this 80-lapper. This is going to be exciting. Michael Larch in the 48, Austin DeMore the 07 make up our front row tonight for the inaugural running of the Timber Creek Homes Stock Car Series. Seth Wansing in the 5 and Garrett Boyd in the 94 tonight. I know it says 21 on there, but he's in the 94. He'll make up a row 2. Adam Vinny in the 64, Kobe Stidham the 36. They are your third row. Your fourth row is the 5 of Josh Whiteman and the 99 of Shane Yost, teammates at Rolling Thunder over there in that fourth row. Casey Graves, the 01, Keith Steele, the 67. They're the fifth row. Victor Pfluger in the 15. Kevin Spaulding in the 25. Old Captain Spaulding in here, starting in P12. Larry Moody, the 73, the 38 of Dean Gagliano. They make up our seventh row. Our eighth row is Austin Semmelman in the 18 and Jeff Orderman in the 81. Thomas Brander, the 24. Doyle Lawrence in the 88. Row number 9, row 10 is the 95 of Dakota Kuhn and Scott Thomason in the 8. Couple of dirt drivers in here in row number 10 side by side. Very familiar with one another. Mike Moffitt in the 41. Rob Strickland in the 01. A couple of teammates there in that row 11th row. And then on the back, Nick Cooper, the 35, and Corey Wenzel in the 888s. "24 drivers, 80 laps. They're going to have to pit a minimum of 3 times tonight. They only have 3 full sets of tires, but there's 4 fuel runs. So, a lot of strategy. How do you allocate your tires? Do you take a double fuel run on one set of tires? It isn't the worst idea. Tiny Dancer in the chat. Hello, Scott King. And yeah, 24 cars, man. We had 30 last night, got 24 tonight. It's going to be great. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. I thought I saw Josh Whiteman pull off. I don't know what happened to Josh Whiteman. I bet he had to qualify, and I'll bet you he's in trouble. 'Cause I'll bet you he can't get the tape off that thing now. Ooh, that'd be bad. Carolina Carports on the 7 car tonight. Good looking ride, Austin D'Amore. I am impressed. All right, we're going to get ready to go green right here. Out of turn number 4. Initial start is on the flagman. After that, the leader can choose whatever line he wants, and he can start as soon as he gets into the Geico start zone up there. There goes your pace car. Here comes the field into the start zone.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag is out, and we are underway for round number 1. The Timber Creek Homes of Southwest Florida Stock Car Series presented by BeefOBradys. Big shout out also to Premier Setup Shops for helping us out with a basic setup for these guys. Woo, 48. Way loose, and he's going to be 3 wide down the backstretch. All right, into your living room they come. Good look from the drone cam. Austin D'Amore to the point. Boyd on the outside, trying to get the spot at him. Vinny is now up to 3rd. That wiggle out of the 48, it cost him a lot right there. Side by side at the front of the field. Out of turn 2. Boyd with the momentum on the high side, going to the front. He'll take over the point. They are wheeling and dealing behind. Casey Graves went from the wall to the white line. 3 wide, under Wansing, under Larch. These guys already getting at it. That lap to Garrett Boyd. Lap 1 went to D'Amore, lap 2 to Boyd. 3 wide through turn number 1 back here. Shane Yost was on the high side of that. Fantastic start to this race. We're starting to get spread out a little bit. Some guys that want to go to the front, they want to lead some laps. They want to find out what they've got early, see if there's any adjustments they need to make. Boyd, D'Amore, and Vinny. Man, it feels like I'm on a Wednesday night over at Midwest Truck Series with these 3 towards the front. Larch settled in and grabbed 4th, and now he looks like that 48 car is coming back up underneath him. He's starting to inch in on Vinny. Got a good run out of 2. He's going to pull right up to the bumper down the backstretch. Car into the fence. Car going to the inside. Keith Steele, he got it saved. Nice little bit of driving right there. He nicked the wall on the outside, got the car free. It slid across the infield. I don't think he hit anything on the infield, but he is going to take a moment and gather his thoughts as Austin D'Amore goes back around Garrett Boyd and retakes the point. Here comes Michael Larch. Goes around Vinny. Let's go back and look. Kobe Stidham, last night's truck winner. Right behind Yost, 7th and 8th right there for them. Doyle Lawrence is in here in that seafoam green, number 88. Slick car. He is running in 9th. Austin Semmelman is 10th, but he's got company. Kevin Spalding is up on the high side. That's that 25 Oakley sunglasses machine up there. And then here comes Dakota Kuhn in the 95. Dean Gagliano, a 38 car, which looks like it's got an 18 on the side. We'll figure it out. Larry Moody. Nick Cooper, told you we were going to keep an eye on Cooper. Cooper started in the last row. He has picked off about 10 cars, cracking into the top 15, and he's not done. He's looking for a little bit more. Michael Larch got around Garrett Boyd just now. He takes over 2nd. We're single file through the top 6. make it 8, but 7th and 8th are a little bit back from Seth Wansing in that 6th spot. Lawrence leads the second pack of cars. We're already spread out. Jeff Werdeman, Josh Whiteman, Keith Steele. Steele is on pit road. So 3 drivers look like they have already retired. Unfortunate. We got 21 still running. Larch started on the pole. Car got away from him a little bit on the first lap. He fell all the way back to about 4th or 5th, and he has steadily started to climb his way back towards the front. He is creeping in on DeMoore. Now with a big run down to the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Not quite enough to get there. Still the top 6 on the breakaway, and that's Adam Vinny pulling out a line, trying to work under Casey Graves. Side by side for 4th out of turn 2. Now Vinny tucks back in behind the 0-1. Where is Mr. Bill, Jane? Haven't seen him in the chat. Top 2 have about a half a second on 3rd place Garrett Boyd. Boyd went up to the front, led a lap. And now Garrett Boyd. Going to do what Garrett Boyd does. He's going to go to the high side. Likes that outside, especially in turns 1 and 2. Graves, Vinny, and Wansing all behind Boyd in a line. Let's go find the 24 car of Thomas Branner. Branner mired in 17th right now, not coming forward. Trying to be technical with it, I think. Trying to save some tires. Going to work to the inside of Dean Gagliano off turn 2. The difference in clean air and dirty air affects these cars so much. If you can't get clean air over the left front corner of the car gets so tight, especially on entry right here. This time Branner to the bottom side. It looks like right in front of him, Kevin Spaulding was alongside Austin Semmelman momentarily. We're watching back here 13th, 14th, 15th. Larch now to the front around Austin DeMoore. So lap 1, a big mistake. Lap 12, he retakes the lead. Michael Larch. Hello, Mr. Bill. Thank you for chiming in. I was wondering, maybe you were missing the race. You didn't know what was going on, or you're just tired of the sound of my voice. I kid. Garrett Boyd now with Adam Vinny. Tucked in and coming forward, and Vinny goes to the low side. He might have this spot. He's going to be able to squeeze up in front, put him 3rd. Right in front of Boyd, but Boyd had a big head of steam, and he pulled right back alongside. Seth Wansing got around Casey Graves as well. As Boyd takes the spot back from Vinny getting into 3 and 4. Can he hold it coming out? And it looks like he'll clear him by about a car length. And he'll head to the bottom. Vinny goes to the middle, and he pulls right back alongside. Little momentum for the 64. Boyd down through the middle along the bottom. He wants to go to the high side, but he'll take the position. It's just going to give Vinny a run on exit. This is the battle for third. Seth Wansing now is fifth. Shane Yost now is up to sixth. So Yost is starting to roll a little bit late in the run. We're only about 7 or 8 laps away, and we have a caution. I'm trying to figure out who it is. Oh, boy. Let's see if it is the 15 of it. Oh, it is. Ooh, Pfluger and Cooper get together. Pfluger goes around. Doesn't hit anything. Let's go and get a little different look at this. Was pushing right there. It just looks like he was pushing on the 88, went to move to the left, and 35 had his nose there. So caution, and right around the time, guys were starting to think about how many more laps they wanted to run, and this could change a lot of strategies. Some guys may take no tires. Some guys may take 2 tires here. Some guys may put a fresh set on and then save that short run at the end for their no tire change, because it'll be short fuel and the tires really aren't that bad after 20 laps. 10% off of them depends on how hard you've run your car. Some guys are electing to stay out. They're going to go a short run and then they're going to pit. I see a driver. He's going to get a penalty at the end of the night. See another one back here. Let me go see. Yeah, pretty sure I know who that is. So, notes are made. In and out. Seth Wansing stayed out. Yost Larch is rolling back out. He's the first in and first out of pit road, so he'll restart third on fresh tires. Shouldn't take him very long to get to the lead. Garrett Boyd came out second. Graves. Cooper, who was part of the Victor Pfluger, Nick Cooper incident that brought out this caution. He gets in and out of the pits and picks up several spots. Right now, he's your hard charger. He started 23rd. And he is up to 6th at the moment. Then it's Lawrence, Stidham, DeMore. DeMore went from the front to way off. Vinny, Kuhn, Gagliano, Moody, Spalding, Semmelman, Wenzel. Just coming off pit road. And here comes Strickland. Pfluger rolling off pit road. No damage to the car, just needed fresh shoes. Thomason. Here comes Brandner. Long pit stop for T-Brand. And then Mike Moffitt, the 41. The last car off of pit road. Steele rejoined. And he will end up rolling back to the back. Steele is 10 laps down. But lucky dogging and getting wave arounds at cautions, and you're not part of the caution. He will currently be the only car on the track that is not on the lead lap. So he should get some if we get any more cautions. Had a good run to start things. About like the boys did last night, about 14 laps, we catch a caution. We went green the rest of the way. We still got about 63 laps, 64 laps left in this one. We have at least 3 more pit stops, guys. It's wild. I'm telling you right now, that 5 car, you know exactly what he's going to do. He's getting a couple extra laps here. So what he's doing is he's going to go ahead. He's going to run the next 5-6 laps. He'll pit. Then he will have enough to make it on 2 more stops from there. Everybody else can't make it that far. So without cautions, he's going to be on a different pit strategy than everybody. That's the beautiful thing about this. With the limited fuel, the limited tires, all kinds of strategies. Some guys took 2 on these stops. Some guys took 4. All right. Older tires on a restart. Always fun to watch. Front 2 stayed out after 14 laps. And Wansing got a pretty good launch. He'll get to the line first. He'll pull up in front of Shane Yost. Michael Larch on fresh tires. Up through the gears and into top gear right there. He'll move to the inside of Wansing. Here comes Boyd. Boyd had a notion. Nick Cooper now into the mix. Put him in 5th. To the high side goes the 94 of Boyd. Tires will come up to temperature this coming lap right here. Everybody should be able to start doing what they need. Yost is going to be the meat and the sandwich in a moment. I thought Larch was going to have a run to the inside, and Boyd had one on the high side, and Boyd goes in, just nicks the fence. He'll lose a spot. He'll lose 2 spots. He'll lose 3 spots. Lose 4. He's back almost outside the top 10. He's going to be in trouble in a moment. He's going to be in dirty air. He now runs 9th, and Stidham's looking to take the 9th spot away. So racing for 3rd, and now he's 10th. Go back to the front. Wansing hanging on to the point. Shane Yost on older tires is really running strong here. Wansing now all the way to the outside. They're almost 3 wide coming off the quarter. Adam Vinny flexing some muscle. 64 car up to 2nd. Got his teammate right behind him, the 7 of Demore. Those guys did not have great pit stops, but they are making a charge right here. As Demore works around Yost, put him up to 4th. Austin Semmelman in 6th right now. There's Cooper in 7th. Boyd back up to 8th. He got around Graves. Fluger back inside the top 10. Adam Vinny, Austin Demore working on your leader, and they got him in turns 1 and 2. Wansing, we're going to keep an eye. Wansing may have to head for pit road here. I don't know. Yeah, he's going to drop the car off onto the apron and go to pit road. He and Yost go together. So Adam Vinny now to the front. But Austin Demore not cutting him any slack. Got a good run through the center of turns 1 and 2 in the middle of the racetrack, and he'll pull alongside. Austin Semmelman now is up to 3rd. Vinny and Demore side by side at the front. Demore had a good run getting out of 2, but it stalled out in 3 and 4. Now he clears. If he slides up in front of his teammate, he'll have the spot at least for a moment. Adam Vinny going to go right back at him. So found out that Jeff Werdeman, mechanical issues on the 81 car. Adam Vinny back to the point. Semmelman still holding on to 3rd, but Fluger is all the way back up there. He's to 4th now. Larch is 5th. Boyd and Cooper going at it for 6th and 7th. Garrett Boyd slid from 3rd to 10th and now has started to claw his way back through this field. He's up to 6th. Go back to about 13th, 14th. You'll see Dean Gagliano, Thomas Brander, Kevin Spaulding. They are right behind Rob Strickland, Kobe Stidham, and Doyle Lawrence. Doyle Lawrence in 10th right now. Larry Moody, 16th still. Corey Wenzel. Mike Moffitt, 18th, still on the lead lap. And then Scott E.T. Here comes your cars off of their pit stops. They're one lap down. But Wansing got out in front of Yost. And it's not that big a gap. It's about a second right now. They're a lap down at the back of the field right now. But they will have a few extra laps, while everybody else is going to have to make a short pit at the end of this thing for maybe a splash and go. Those guys are going to be able to run to the end. So, interesting strategy. And it may work out. We have seen Seth Wansing do that before. Right now, Austin DeMore and Adam Vinny about 2 seconds ahead of the field. Victor Pfluger up to 3rd. So he cleared Semmelman, and he's got Semmelman by about 3/4 of a second now. About a third of the way through. Michael Larch started on the pole, had trouble, worked his way back up to the front. And after pit stops, the 48 car has not quite been on the same page as the rest. He runs 5th, and he's got a pretty good gap on Garrett Boyd. And then Nick Cooper came all the way from the back, 23rd to 7th right now. Austin Semmelman came from 15th, and he runs in 4th. So going to complete lap number 30. There went Keith Steele. He runs 22nd. He's about 10 laps off of the leaders. Victor Pfluger spun to bring out the caution on lap number 14. 15 laps later, he had a restart at the back, and now he is up to 3rd. I think we've got some guys that made choices on tires that have slowed a few cars down. I think we have some guys that figured out a couple of adjustments and made their cars faster. But right now, Austin DeMore and Adam Vinny have opened things up a little bit. They're 2 seconds ahead of 3rd place Victor Pfluger. Almost 4 seconds ahead of Austin Semmelman in 4th. And 7 seconds on 5th place, Michael Larch. Cooper got around Boyd. He is now 6th. Boyd is 7th. Dakota Kuhn. We haven't seen much of Dakota Kuhn, and he is running. Well, he was running. Now he's going to stay in 8th. That's the lap car of Seth Wansing that just passed him. Wansing is off pit strategy with the rest of the field. He and Shane Yost both. Casey Graves, last night's second place runner in the Truck Series. 9th right now in the Stock Car Series. Dean Gagliano, a top 10 run for the 38 car. There's your lap car of Shane Yost, that 99 car, right behind Dean Gagliano. He's just looking for a little room, being patient, knows he's got better tires. Rest of the field is going to be creeping in on a pit stop here within the next 3 laps. We'll go to the front. Austin Demore has started to open a gap on Adam Vinny now. Three-quarters of a second from first to second. It's still 2 more seconds back to Pfluger. Looking at the lap times, they're all pretty close, within about 0.3 of one another. Austin Semmelman, really known as a dirt driver on the iRacing service. Showing some prowess here in this stock car series. He's running 4th. We're going to see this field shift a lot when we get different tire strategies. The next time somebody may have already taken tires, doesn't take tires, and they're going to be falling back through the field. The guys are going to come and they're going to go. It's all going to be about your pit strategy as a couple of drivers starting to make their way to pit road. So let's go to the front to our leaders. They've got to be getting close. We are about 20 laps, and it's 20 to 22 laps. It looks like Demore's staying out right through the middle of the track. Out of 4, he's going to stay out for another lap. Vinny stays out. Will Pfluger stay out? Yes, he does. Doyle Lawrence in his pit stall. In there a little cockeyed, but they're able to get the work done. Looks like left side tires for sure going on that 88 car. This time, Demore drops it right to the bottom of the racetrack. Does that signal an entry to pit road? It does. And right in front of him, Scott Thomason in the 8 is planning to come in as well. Vinny stayed out, so he'll assume the lead. Pfluger stayed out in second. Larch, Cooper, Kuhn, and Graves all stay out. Spalding, Brandner, Stidham in 9th. Corey Wenzel in 10th now. It's Austin Demore sitting, now rolling out. No mistakes on exit. He should be in pretty good shape. Adam Vinny, Victor Pfluger. Close together now, getting up pit road. There comes Larch behind him. Cody Kuhn on pit road. Kevin Spalding, Thomas Brandner. Kobe Stidham stays out. Nick Cooper assumes the lead. Casey Graves second. And Kobe Stidham. So the True Speed guys staying out. Now that is going to give Wansing and Yost a chance to get back on the lead lap. We'll see where they fall in. They'll have to come in just a couple of laps. They need this to stay green. For their strategy to work, this race has to stay green until the end. And we are about to be halfway as Casey Graves, and that is Garrett Boyd. Garrett Boyd scored 11th, a lap down. He'll unlap himself right here. There's Austin Demore in traffic. Larry Moody's on the inside. Keith Steele right in front of him. Lap cars. Stidham Cooper to pit road. Casey Graves is going to make another circuit. Here he goes. Now he comes to pit road. And that is Victor Fluger on pit road again. What in the world? Maybe unsafe pit exit or something, had to do a pass through. So maybe a mistake out of Fluger. Graves is in the pits, and here comes Austin Demore. And now Demore assumes the lead. Vinny still second. Semmelman is now third. Wansing temporarily is going to be fourth. Like I said, for his strategy to work, he absolutely needs this to stay green for 36 more laps. He's going to pit on about lap 44 or 45. He and Shane Yost, who is a little behind him. There goes Michael Larch. Larch is going to get around Yost and assume the fifth spot. Garrett Boyd is right behind Yost. As the driver on this pit strategy, you absolutely cannot panic. You have to stay the course. You are committed at this point. The only thing that changes that is that before you pit the next time, you get a caution. Then you'll probably flip everything over on everybody. You'll have the advantage. Austin Demore 3 seconds ahead of Adam Vinny. Semmelman still in third. Larch, Wansing, Boyd, Yost. Cooper is 8th. Gagliano and Lawrence 9 and 10. And there goes Seth Wansing and Shane Yost. So, strategy is going to work, it looks like. If it stays green, they have a chance, because all these other guys, they look like they are going to have to pit with just a handful of laps to go, and it's going to give these guys an opportunity to get control of the race, not having to stop. On call Mike Moffitt about to go a lap down. He runs in 17th right now. Austin Demore goes around him on the high side. Top 5 run right now for the 94 of Garrett Boyd. Normally he's in the 21 if you missed the start of the show. Driver for the 94 car not in attendance tonight, so driver of the 21 taking over the responsibilities to bring that 94 car home with a good run. 24 of Thomas Brandner. Car off just a little bit, it looks tonight. He runs 11th. Still a lot of pit stops to go. Got 2 more pit stops to go. A lot can happen. Raced for so many years, Chance, that if there's a scenario that I can think of, I've probably tried it. Whether it helped me win a race or whether it helped me get to the trailer early, I probably tried it. 25 car. Kevin Spaulding right in front of Thomas Brandner. That'll be for position. Brandner now into the top 10. 7 car is on rails tonight. He is cruising out here. 2.6 seconds ahead of Adam Vinny. Vinny ran third last night in the Truck Series. Michael Larch now, third place, as Austin Semmelman is looking like he is starting to fall back a little bit. He's fallen back to fifth. Garrett Boyd got around him as well. I'm watching right here Seth Wansing. Just got around and came off pit road just about 4 laps ago. And he is putting himself running currently on track 5th. Got a little fresher tires than the cars around him. Just a handful of laps, 2, 3, 4 laps as Nick Cooper now looks to make a move. Like I said, the different tire strategies are going to work things out. I think for the last run, I would imagine that the 5 car has saved a full set for that last run. DeMoore, man, he's just out there using the tires. And I'll tell you what, Adam Vinny's closed that up. It was 2.6 seconds when we checked it last. Michael Larch just got around him and has got it down to 2.1. But Vinny closed up momentarily right before he got lapped right there. He was down to about 2.3. Getting past, he gave up some space, and he's back to 2.6. So DeMoore is either slowing down or Larch has a different tire strategy. Maybe DeMoore took a couple of right side tires, and they help a lot more than just taking the lefts for a little while. But once those tires equalize, somebody has 4 fresh tires, they're going to run you down really quick. 39.99. So basically a 40-second lap was the fastest laps in the race, and now they're running 41.9s. Well, you always have to know that, Chance. You've always got to know the cars you can and can't race and the guys around you, what they are and are not capable of handling if you put pressure on them. That's mandatory. Michael Larch looking for the lead here. He has closed in, and he is right on the 7 car of Austin DeMoore. DeMoore has not been challenged for a hot minute. And now, a mirror full of the 48 to the high side. Can he get the lead coming out of 4? He's got the momentum, and he'll clear. Larch back to the point. 30 laps remaining. I saw Garrett Boyd creeping in on the 64 of Adam Vinny. Now remember, these guys are going to have to stop somewhere around lap 60, let's call it 65. 63 to 65. And then they'll be able to make it to the end. So, whatever you got left in the pit stall for tires is going to determine your finishing spot in this race, because these guys are stretched out all around this racetrack. I don't see too many guys getting close enough to race each other very often, and when they do, it's like this. It's just a quick, I'm here, I see you, there we go, clear it out. We got a ways to go. We don't need to argue over space. So Boyd takes third, Vinny to fourth. Here comes Nick Cooper. Remember that Nick Cooper started 23rd tonight. Nick Cooper right now runs in 5th. And he's looking to catch the 2 in front of him, and he's doing a pretty good job of it. Casey Graves in 6th. That's Seth Wansing in the 5 car. Wansing a lap down, but running 15th. Remember, he's on a completely different strategy than everyone except Shane Yost. They stayed out on the first caution and got about an extra 6 laps. 2 or 3 under caution and 2 or 3 or 4 under green. There comes a car. I think that's the 001. of Rob Strickland coming off pit road right there. Strickland 19th. A couple of laps down now. Dean Gagliano right behind these two. He's in 7th. Spalding is 8th. Lawrence 9th, and Semmelman, who we saw all the way up as far as 3rd before the last round of pit stops, now runs 10th. And he has Kobe Stidham. I'm sorry, that wasn't Stidham. That was Victor Pfluger. Pfluger a lap down after a pit road penalty in 17th, but working over the 18 of Semmelman, who is in 10th right now. He needs to get a lap back. He wants desperately to get his lap back. He's been fast all night. Just had a little hiccup when he and Cooper got together on lap 14, 13. Michael Larch starting to get away. Damore has fallen back a second. Cooper got around everybody, Vinny and Boyd, and now he's just about a second behind Damore. Boyd is 4th, Vinny is 5th, and Graves are your top 6. Looking for pit stops out of the front guys in the next 7, 8, 9 laps here. We had a caution early. It has been green. We've seen 2 rounds of green flag pit stops, and it has shuffled the field every single time. One of the most exciting parts is the green flag pit stops and one mistake, what it can do. The money stop will be coming up. There's your leader. Now Garrett Boyd is up. There is the 7. Oh, no trouble for the 7 once again this race. Last night he missed his pit stall completely. Tonight he misses the angle. Had to straighten the car up. That's going to hurt him. He's going to have to make another stop before we get done with 25 to go. So he's going to have a splash and go. He took 4 tires. Must have been speeding or unsafe entry because he's getting held in the pits as well. After a wonderful night of racing, it's going to end with a mistake under green flag pit stops for the 7 of Austin Damore. He had a stellar race going. Everything he wanted to do, he was able to do. Till the pit stops. Garrett Boyd on pit road. Let's go see. Left side tire's going on. We may have already missed the right side tires going on that car, but he's coming out already. Adam Vinny now going by in 3rd. So a lap down for Boyd as Larch has already gone by. So has Cooper. Cooper is reeling Larch in. Nick Cooper. Half second faster the last time by. That's the 888 of Corey Wenzel right there, getting lapped by Michael Larch. Casey Gray's up to 4th. Kevin Spalding, a top 5 run currently. We still got around the pit stops to go. There goes Victor Pfluger in the 15, flying by. Semmelman, Stidham, Kuhn, Wenzel. Boyd is 10th, but he's a lap down because the front handful of drivers have not pitted yet. And now drivers starting to head in. Austin Semmelman peels it off, and he takes it to pit road. Larch up, down, left, right, down the backstretch, trying to break Cooper's draft. He wants to lead until he can't stay out any longer. And he'll get the opportunity because Cooper is coming in with 23 laps to go. Close cut for Cooper. I don't know. He might be able to make it. There comes Adam Vinny as well. Out of 4th place. Larch and Graves 1, 2. Spalding is coming in the pits. He was 3rd. Kobe Stidham now is going to move all the way up to 3rd. Watch Michael Larch here as he is right there to Garrett. Boyd unlapping himself the old-fashioned way. Boyd runs 8th right now. Just got back on the lead lap. Here comes your leader. And a lap car right behind him. Pit stops are going to 100% be the difference. We saw Austin DeMoore front run all night long and then one mistake. Now the 7 car. Okay, oh, there he is. He is 16th. And he's a couple of laps off the pace. That was Spalding coming out and right behind him, cutting across to his pit stall. The first pit stall on pit road. 48 of Larch. Larch getting 4 tires, so now we know his strategy. Casey Graves, my goodness. Stretching things. Seth Wansing is in 6th place, and he is right there. Graves is trying to make it so he can make it on one more stop, I think, and he's going to do it. If he can get around and get to the pits this time, he's going to do it. Yeah, he's only been to pit road twice. He is getting excellent fuel mileage. Now he is going to slow and duck behind Gagliano. Looks like he might head for pit road. He does. So now we find Wansing, who's going to get back on the lead lap. A lot of these drivers are going to have to stop again. They will be 2 to 3 to 5 laps short on fuel. Wansing stayed out on the first caution, made it to about lap 21 or 22. Put him off sequence with everybody else. He's tried to parlay that into this next pit stop, which should come in the next 2 to 3 laps. Being his final pit stop, and he can make it the rest of the way. He can go as hard as he needs to go. Other drivers are going to have to stop. Graves, final.